Hey everyone, I'm Lauren Stone with Toy Wizards, that's toy-wizards.com.
And I'm Scott Zillner, and today we're at Arsenal Comics and Games
in Newbury Park, California, and we're going to be doing an unboxing.
Hyper-real Luke Skywalker. And I'm not sure about this toy.
I came prepared for premium toys. I am telling you, I wore my pearls, and so we're going to be opening some fancy toys today. We have a whole bunch of them coming, so this is really exciting.
This is the Hyper-real figures. This is a new line from Hasbro, and it's supposed to be their premier line for articulated action figures, especially for Star Wars. And that means they retail at over $80.
Yeah, these are expensive. In addition to all of the new anniversary lines of Black Series that are coming out, this was on the pre-order list. So it's one of those things where we've heard of it, we've seen it coming, now we're gonna open it and see what all the hype's about.
Most notable about these figures is that they're articulated underneath the costume. That the costume itself is a soft rubber. And my problem with anything made out of soft rubber is that it will decay. And that means you have 10, 15 years on this toy, and that rubber suit, depending on where you bend it, it's gonna break.
So then do you think that for the price point, which we discussed is in the $80, $90 range, and being that Hasbro makes so many of these action figures in the Black Series line, do you think that this is a problem they should have anticipated? Should they have known better?
I think this toy has a gimmick. That gimmick is there's no joints. You don't see joints on this Luke Skywalker.
So it sort of, at first glance, kind of looks like one of those Diamond Select premium statues or figures.
But I have to break him out of the package. I don't want to cut that rubber suit because that cut will be...
Can I feel it before you bust it out? Yeah. I want to talk here, but... Oh, that is rubber AF.
Yeah.
That's really surprising. That feels like Stretch Armstrong's body. That's
and
really
the
messed up.
problem with that material is it also doesn't take washes. So there's no paint app on the outfit that you would see even with the Star Wars Black toy.
That is really... His face feels regular.
No, the face is
head is regular.
Face is all nine, and it comes with an extra face and a lot of hands. I'll give it to him on details for
there are
additionals.
Many hands, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra sets of hands, and he's wearing a set, so that's 6 hands in this thing, 6 sets of hands.
I'm trying to do an operation from the backside because I'm so worried about cutting that rubber suit.
I'm worried for you. Don't cut your hand off.
Oh, I cut my hand is better than cutting the suit.
Your hand costs less to make than the suit.
My hand will repair. That suit will never recover if I cut it. I want to be very careful on that. And one of the ways you can do that is this T part that they have inside the package. Pull that up and then snip it, or if you have like little clippers, you can even use nail clippers. Clip it, and then that stuff comes loose.
Space equals escape. That's what we say in the training circle.
There you go.
I think you're paying for the engineering of this box.
This thing needs to like get up and make you breakfast for that kind of money that they're asking for. And I'm moving the toy just to hand? Wow. Okay, the articulation is something else.
Is it?
Yeah. Use the force, Luke. Get out of there. He's free.
He's bent.
He's
flying.
He's bent, but wow. The body inside this suit, despite the suit problems, is really nice, and I think they should have gone with soft goods, and then this would have been so much better.
Which Japanese toy maker is it that makes the really crazy Sentinel, or is it Thousand Toys that makes those really crazy articulated bodies?
Sentinel. Hate the rubber suit. Hate it. The way the body moves, love it. Yeah, give it a try.
I was gonna say, at least it's not rubber. It's not the same kind of rubber. Have you ever had that kind of rubber that feels tacky?
That's when age happens.
And then you drop it and it gets dusty?
Age will make things basically release a chemical. And I've had to cook those. Meaning you have to like put it out in the summer when it's hot and let it bake until those gases out, and then it won't be sticky anymore.
This does move like no Hasbro toy I've ever felt.
That's incredible.
Because I jokingly, and you guys who follow Toy Wizards will know that I have so much snark and I throw so much shade at the standard Hasbro figure, the ones that cost $20. And they're all built on the same engine. It feels very different. Very different. Let's talk about the face sculpt too a little bit.
That face sculpt is good. He has like an astonished face that I'm not so fond of. And on the packaging, they show the 3D versions and not the actual sculpt. So it's a little off from what you get.
Yeah, he's a little astonished. Sort of like, what's that one moment where he sees his own face on his corpse?
That's in the Dagobah.
Right. That's this part, right?
It's supposed to give you that face.
Yeah, he's making Dagobah face. And then this face, it's funny. They don't look that much different. It's like when I got the episode 3 Anakin figure, the Black Series Archive, and he had 2 heads, but they looked the same. And I'm looking at these 2 head sculpts right here, and I don't see much of a difference. Considering all the hands we're getting over here.
He's very grabby. This Luke Skywalker is very grabby. The lightsaber came out of the package a little bent.
Ooh.
That can easily be heated up. You heat this up with the hairdryer, you bend it into shape, and then you cool it. So have a cup of ice water. And then once it's hot, you bend it into shape, put it in the ice water, and then that will freeze the plastic back to the shape that you want it to be.
He stands quite nicely.
It's weighted. There's some weight to that figure. And that's probably got to be that interesting metal joint system that they're using on these hyper real figures.
Yeah, and his hands feel much different than like a Black Series. He
Yeah.
definitely feels different in the hand than the Black Series figures. And look at the details. There's veins, there's like webbing. It's cool.
With all these hands, obviously they should pop off. How well do they pop off?
What do we have here?
It looks like it's a tiny little rod.
Did he survive? Ooh, does he come with his robot hand? That's the hand I want.
So there is a metal endoskeleton. The weight that we're talking about, there is a metal endoskeleton.
Yes.
And that's what we're paying for, is there's a metal endoskeleton inside of this Luke Skywalker figure, which means if you're a very accomplished stop motion animation, this would work for stop motion animation. Because of the endoskeleton, you can move just a tiny little bit and do a shot and do a shot and do a shot, do a shot, do a shot.
It's very precise.
Yes, yeah. I'll let
Okay.
you give it a try. Because when you push
Like-
it down on the peg, it's on a ball joint, so that ball joint's moving around.
It's like threading a needle.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It's jumpy.
It's very jumpy, so you have
that's
to
real difficult.
grip the rod as you put the hand on it.
All right, let's fold this back a little. Just fold back that rubbery skin a little bit.
The lightsaber has the normal paint apps you would find on a Star Wars black toy. And it has a base here that you could put him on. It's not bad, but it's not painted. It's just molded in color.
This is tough.
Yeah.
I think I lost it. I think it retracted. Oh no, wait, here we are.
There, pull it back more and then see if that helps. This is stuff you need to know.
I got it. There we go.
So that was an effort to change hands. It has weight to it, but then you have this rubber on it, and that rubber is solid through. So there's an endoskeleton on the inside that gives you very precise articulation, meaning you can really move it very, very well. But I don't like the rubber costume. I don't like the ability to know that it's going to decay after time.
So if your average Black Series figure is in the $20 to $25 range, maybe $32 for a special edition, what do you think this should cost?
This should be in the $40 to $50 range and not $80, unfortunately. I understand the process probably costs them a bit more. Like that hand doesn't really hold the lightsaber. But I think this should be less cost for what it is. Yeah. I don't like the fact that you don't get a lot of definition on the costume for paint. It looks like there's some color variation, but not as much as I would want for a figure to cost this much money.
So that was kind of a surprise. This is a surprise premium toy.
It is definitely a premium. Now, if you're going to just put this toy on your shelf, have them in that one dynamic pose that you want to do, I would make sure to have them enclosed in a case because you don't want to get this dusty. And he would be a very good figure in that. It's a very good face sculpt. This belt is really on point to what it should look like. Normally, especially this little tab here that's left out on everything, you can't put that tab on. And I want to say this gun comes out too. There's a little button tab that really works like a button tab.
I do like the ripples in the fabric. I'm always talking about the way fabric falls on clothes and toys, and so just aesthetically looking at the boots, there's that ruching. I do like all of that.
It's a complicated thing to get right.
Right.
And it is done very well in this figure.
Yes.
It's a good figure. Is it your Hot Toys figure? No.
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 It's the first venture into Hasbro Premium for Star Wars, and overall, it's okay.
I think the big thing on this, of course, is their selling point, is the hyper-articulation. The way that this endoskeleton will let you move something that you could never move a black toy like that, the way it can move.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see the benefit of the rubber. I just certainly would have liked soft goods.
I think it's very cool when your world is surrounded by Star Wars Black Series. I think to be able to pick up something like this, just to see those differences and just to see what different price points gets you, I think is really cool.
It's something new, and I think like this being the first figure from the line, 3 or 4 figures down, we're going to have some great figures.
If they give me Anakin or Palpatine, I will lose my mind, scream, and buy all of them.
So from Arsenal Comics and Games, I'm Scott Zillner.
And I'm Lauren Stone. Make sure that you follow our social media. Make sure that you guys follow Arsenal Comics and Games. We'll have all of their information linked in the description so you guys don't miss a single one of our updates, a single one of their updates. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and we'll catch you for the next one.